Hello, everyone. Yes, it is. It's only the 20th, right? No, wait. Is it the 20th? What's the date?
We were trying to figure out what the date was.
It's the 20th.
I know. Is it? I go. Is it the 21st? Is it the 20th?
no
is it
idea.
22nd? I know it's in the 20s, right?
Yeah, I think today.
You know why? Because the Squid Game. Squid Game is premiering in 1 week. 1 week from today, Squid Game will be playing all 9 of their episodes on Netflix. Now, this is a big deal for Nancy and myself, and let me tell you why. Nancy and I never watch shows together. She has her taste, Game of Thrones. I have my taste, good shit.
Why don't you tell him? Because your taste sucks.
I like You. I like
Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls. But that's not all. I watch other stuff. I like crime shows. But I'm just saying, Nancy and I never agree on TV shows.
She hasn't even watched The Penguin.
I haven't seen that yet. But I have watched other stuff on HBO. I'm trying to think. What's the other stuff I watch?
I don't know.
Dune
Prophecy is really
Real
good.
Housewives, things like that. But I'm just saying, Nancy and I never agree on the same shows. Squid Game is the only show that Nancy and I have ever, actually, no, I guess Broadway shows we like.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about TV shows.
Yeah, but this is the only show
Let's be real.
that
we like the same movies.
We're going to be fanning at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is a huge occasion for us. This and Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
July 10th.
July 10th.
But so we're really excited. 1 week, guys. 1 week until this is over. I'm so sad.
I will be so sad.
I'll be so sad.
But don't worry, we will be having a all Squid Game TWiN talk next week, to be announced what day.
You don't have to watch it.
You don't. That way, you don't have to watch it if you are not fans of Squid Game. And we're not going to force you to have to then watch. I did. Did you watch that?
What?
His anecdote about his son coming home.
Yes.
We're going to play all that. It's going to be so great. He's so wonderful.
His son.
He's my favorite.
You killed a lot of people.
You killed a
lot of people.
He's my favorite. What is Squid Game? It is. Now, this is interesting because this kind of coincides with what we're talking today. Squid Game is a TV show
on
that
Netflix.
Netflix bought. It wasn't like it was in South Korea and they saw it and they said, "Hey, let's bring it
an
over."
original.
It's not. It's a Netflix original that they went to the director and
it's not a Netflix original.
It is. They went to them.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Oh my God!
I didn't know that.
I know. Stop interrupting.
Okay. Sorry.
This is one thing that she does, and she's never right about these things. I know so much Squid Game fan stuff. Don't worry. Okay, so Squid Game.
Just said it like that.
Ted Sarandos goes to Nancy. Would you say Squid Game is better than sex?
Yeah, I would.
In Seattle, when we took that week off, I made him watch.
Well, wait, are we talking about your boyfriend?
I was trying to get my boyfriend to watch Squid Game. He doesn't like it. Cut to, he doesn't like it.
Everybody drink.
I kept telling him.
You got to have a conversation without coughing into the mic.
He couldn't get any at the end of the day unless he watched one episode of Squid Game. And I made him. Man, he still didn't like it. Yes, I would say right now, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to answer that.
What?
If it's better than sex. Is it better than sex, Stephanie? For I think Stephanie, yes.
Well, I don't.
Yeah, the Russian roulette scene was so powerful. Yes, and we're going to talk all about that.
I'm saving myself for Gong Yu.
So Ted Sarandos, the director creator, he had this idea kind of floating around, and he's this really great creative mind in South Korea. And Ted Sarandos is he pitched it to Ted Sarandos, and he's like, "This is a great idea. Let's do this. Netflix is going to buy this. And we are going to put this on the air." And luckily the first season came out during the pandemic. So it got all these people who were home in America that wouldn't probably normally see it. Maybe they would, I don't know. But they started going crazy for K-drama because there was that whole K-pop invasion. Remember K-pop invasion?
Oh God, yeah.
And I never got into that. But then all of a sudden K-drama exploded. And the director was really smart because he put the three most famous men in all of South Korea in Squid Game. He was really smart. He put Gong Yu, Lee Jung-jae, and Lee Byung-hun. Lee Jung-jae went on to win the Emmy Award. So this is what Netflix does when they partner with someone.
That's a true partnership.
When Netflix,
This is how we got. Look at this. See,
like this was in the Netflix store.
We bought all this stuff at the Netflix store.
I got the whole pantsuit.
There you go.
Now the reason I knew about all this Netflix
proper
gear,
dorks,
and I knew that they were selling the cards and everything. Do you know why I knew that? Because Netflix does this thing when they want to advertise their partners. When they partner with someone, they advertise it. So Netflix puts out, little teasers. They put out little, hey, this is for sale now in the Netflix shop. Go do this, blah, blah, blah. That's what a partnership means with Netflix. Did Netflix put out anything today to say that As Ever was dropping? Megan's As Ever?
No.
Okay.
They put out something about the king, but they didn't put anything about Meghan.
That's a good point, Stephanie.
I'm just saying, we have to read between those lines a little bit.
I totally forgot. Here, let me grab that while you do comments.
Hey, everybody.
That's a good point. Explain that, Stephanie, while I pull it up.
Okay, so today on Netflix UK Ireland, they put up that the king, and how do you say his name? Idris
Elba.
Idris Elba, who's super hot. He was in The Office. That's what I remember him from. And he should be James Bond. He's hot.
I don't know why they haven't pulled the plug on that.
He is doing a documentary about the King's Trust. Is it the King's Trust? I want to get this right.
On the
King's Trust.
Yeah.
The foundation, the charity.
It was the Prince's Trust for a long time.
Okay. The King's Trust. And they're going to do a whole documentary on that. And I can't wait. I already have my alarm set for that. And, Netflix definitely knew what they were doing today by advertising it. It just seems a little odd that Meghan went on to Emma's podcast the other day and talked about Netflix 4,000 times about how she is partners with Netflix. And then Netflix comes out today and promotes the king.
Yeah, so
King Charles.
Yeah, so we're trying to make a point on when Netflix is excited about something.
Well, let me do it.
This is what they do.
Meghan, disqualified.
Yes.
Disqualified.
Yes.
Disqualified.
Okay, guys. So the day that Meghan, it's next year. It's not this year.
Okay, I still have my alarm set though.
For autumn of 2026.
Absolutely. It's right here in the old noggin.
So Meghan drops her As Ever crap brand. And instead of Netflix telling us, hey, go to this website.
Go to my partner's website.
And we're so excited that our partner, Meghan, who's so freaking talented and that we believe in more than anything else in the world, including Squid Game, we are going to drop this instead. King Charles and Idris Elba are teaming up for a new documentary marking 50 years of the King's Trust. And Idris Elba, this is like very near and dear to his heart. You have no idea what, if you look if you look up the Prince's Trust and everything that he had done prior to this before being king, you guys would be blown away. I'm sure a lot of you already know. But Elba got his acting start thanks to a grant from the charity will join the king in telling the stories of 1 million young lives changed only on Netflix, autumn of 2026. Now,
they didn't even have to put that up.
Nope.
There's no reason to put that up because it's not like a year. It didn't say summer 2026. We're talking about autumn. They should have put this in the autumn.
Yeah, there was no reason
2025. There was no reason whatsoever.
Now, unless they were saying to Meghan, you need to leave us alone. You are like a stalker at this point. You won't leave us alone.
Yeah, you're like that fly that won't buzz off.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle's here. Look at that. Royal Daily Tea. If you guys have not given her a sub, please go and do that right now. She is so awesome.
Michelle,
she was giving me some good tips today.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I hate doing this. That's why I never asked right away. Is there a way we can phone you in real fast? Because I have the video you made and I'd love to get your opinion. I'd love to get your viewpoint because you actually went on the website. So if you can,
Michelle, do you want me to send you the link?
Well, I have to do it.
I could text her.
I know, but I have to actually grab the link right now.
Okay.
So, guys, Michelle actually went on. We have some really good
A lot of
intel.
people did.
No, but Michelle videotaped it.
She's amazing.
We've got some amazing
Okay, she
intel.
said yes. All right.
Yes. Okay. Well, let me send it to you right now.
Nancy's going to send it through X, Michelle,
I'm
not
sending
through
it
texting.
right now. Sorry, Michelle. Are you under Royal Daily
Yeah,
Tea
Royal
for
Daily
that?
Tea.
Okay. Oh, here
We do
go.
have a.
I don't know how to do things from my phone.
I don't know how
here.
to do things on my phone. I only know how to do things from Squid Game.
Okay, I just sent it.
Is there a Squid Game app that we can send Michelle the link?
Okay, Michelle, before we get Michelle on, let me just show you what happened today with this.
Yeah,
drop,
we'll
okay?
give you
a second to
we'll
come on.
debrief you guys.
Yeah. So we get this on her Instagram page, Yummies and Honeys and Fruit Spreads. Oh my. Come explore the summer drop. So we're thinking it's like new shit.
Nancy, I already said it. We only have one. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
okay.
Mom.
Now, Meghan is obviously cosplaying Princess Catherine.
Durr.
Because Meghan is, listen,
she's all about nature now.
Someone needs to go put her, like I said yesterday, put her on a 5150 because I think Meghan's losing touch with reality. And I'll show you in the video later that she is. But yeah, that is got Princess Catherine written all over it, but whatever. So then I see this and I'm like, is it peaches? Like, I couldn't tell what it was.
I thought it was peaches.
Now, we might have apricot fans out there. I have personally maybe eaten one apricot in my life. My grandma liked them.
Yeah.
I do not personally like the taste, the texture. I'm not an apricot girl.
I don't really associate them with summer, but I could be wrong. I associate peaches with summer, I think.
Yeah. And
then
instead of actually showing us the apricots, she showed us kumquats. So then I'm thinking, okay, so it's not apricots, it's kumquats.
You know, a little tidbit here, you can eat the skin of a kumquat.
You can.
Yes.
And Kylie Jenner taught us that. And she's got oranges and kumquats. So I'm like, okay. And then we get a great shot of her feet. Not going to keep that on that
She
long.
couldn't even clean them.
So then I see apricot spread and I'm like, well, that's not kumquats or oranges. Why did she have a basket full of
kumquats and oranges? It's all the same color,
That's
maybe.
So strange. So then, of course, that is the only thing she has new on there. Okay, you guys? Everything else, the honey was not even available, I guess. It was already sold out.
Oh,
I think
she's here.
Oh, she's here. Okay. So we're gonna bring on Michelle from Royal Daily Tea because she's got the tea. Hi, Michelle.
Hey guys. How are you? Can y'all hear me?
God,
hey, girl. Hey.
I saw your video and I reposted it on X, and I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, because I was like, I missed the first time. I was clueless. I didn't know what time it dropped, so I completely.
Now, can you explain? I'm sorry, Michelle. No, because I want to explain real fast before you say that. You have signed up for the newsletter.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you went on there just as a person.
I went on live.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes,
Okay.
I was watching it. I was watching it because, like I said, the first time she dropped, I wasn't aware when the products were dropping. So by the time I was there, it was like, all sold out. So I was like, I think she's going to pull something shady. So I'm like, I'm going to go on there in real time and I'm going to screen record because I want to have receipts. And I was there like 5 minutes early and her store didn't drop until 3 minutes after, or at least not in Texas, because I was waiting. I kept refreshing and it was like 3 minutes after. So then when I went to the site, and at first I was kind of confused because she still had a lot of her old products that kept saying sold out. And I'm like, girl, clean out your store. Gross, right? I mean, you know what I mean? It's professional.
So what you're saying is she kept the products up that she had priorly sold out just to mess with people in a way.
The jam kept saying sold out. And I'm like, as an entrepreneur who's owned stores, take it out of your damn store then. Nobody wants to keep seeing sold out. Take it out if you're doing a launch. It's confusing the customers. So I kept refreshing, and then all of a sudden it was live. And then I went to the home page, and I'm doing a whole video on this tonight. But when I went to her products, the very first thing you see is the apricot. And full disclosure, I did buy it.
Okay.
Because I wanted to make sure, first of all, A, can I check out?
Yeah.
B, we're going to see if it's delivered because come on. Let's be honest.
Do it. Let's do it.
So when
I'm all for that.
so when I was in there, you know, I'm scrolling through, I see the honey, it says sold out. So I thought it was the old honey because she
Ooh.
had products that were saying sold out. And I'm scrolling through there and it was just the same restock. But of course, the raspberry drudge was
Mhm.
not in there. And I thought, okay, one new product. And then I found out later that she had a new honey. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, but I was live. It was never, and you'll see when you look at my recording, it's never available. It says sold out. That's
Okay,
why
so
the
yeah,
old
so she put up limited edition orange blossom honey, and then
yeah,
when you went on there, it was already sold out.
it was sold
That
out.
makes tons
It
of
was
sense.
live. At least in Texas, for me,
Yes.
other people are saying that they've seen it and it sold out within 3 minutes. Because here's my thing, Nancy, and maybe I'm just slow.
You're not.
You're not.
Product at launch that no one even knew the product existed. It wasn't
Oh,
like a new sneaker where everyone
wow.
knew at like at 5 o'clock this exact product was going live. We didn't know what the summer surprise was. So how the hell did the honey sell out in
Yes.
minutes? I never saw it available. You can play the video I did on Twitter.
Am I allowed to do that? I don't want to step over your video tonight.
Share it. It'll be in my video tonight, but if you want to play it here, you can. It's kind of a crappy video because
It's
it was
not
in real
crappy.
time. And I
I
was
think
talking,
it's really good. I think it's really good. Do you guys want to watch it? Can we watch it right now, or do you want to?
yeah,
Do
it's a
you want me to let you go so you can do your video?
oh no, it's okay. If you want to
Okay,
play,
we'll keep you on a little
We'll
bit.
keep you on a little bit longer, and you can explain as we go on this. I think this is a really great video.
her
Thank you.
brand new collection, her summer collection. This is her website. It just launched. And here you have her debut of her Napa Valley Rosé is launching in just in time for summer. So why do you have to get your email address? Apparently her rosé is not already available. It's not in her shop. And here she has a brand new apricot spread in keepsake packaging. She redid the flowers, the crepe mix. I'm not really seeing a huge thing. So let's shop all of her new collection. She basically just restocked a couple of items and added in an apricot spread in keepsake packaging. She redid the flowers, the crepe mix. The honey is not available. Surprise, surprise. Not a surprise. The shortbread sugar cookie.
I'm sorry, Michelle. What did you say?
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, you see right there, it says sold out.
Yes, it looks like it was just there for show, in my opinion.
Right.
Okay.
Cookies, and then of course you have the regular apricot spread. She also restocked her teas. And that's it. She didn't even restock the raspberry spread, which is surprising. I thought she would have at least restocked the raspberry spread without the commemorative packaging. So the whole summer thing that she did, guys, was apricot spread. Wow.
That's fascinating.
Amazing.
That's amazing.
No,
Wow, what a fraud.
Mhm.
She's frauding us all.
Now there is a squatty that I found, and I think this person. Have you heard of that Dre guy, that Prince Dre?
Yes, he called
Okay.
all the Rangers.
He's
Yeah.
he's out there, dude, and he doesn't like Stephanie and I because we called him Green of the Game, but he actually showed himself going on. This is all on his TikTok. I'm not going to put it up because I don't want to give him any clout, but
Okay.
on his TikTok page, he showed that he was putting stuff in a cart, and he
Mhm.
actually did put the honey in the cart.
Okay.
I didn't see him check out. Now, this is why I think Meghan has certain people.
So you didn't see him check out?
I didn't see him check out, but I did see him put the honey in the cart. He put the jam, the honey, and the flour sprinkles.
Okay.
Now, the reason I think there's something fishy with this guy and the other people that are able to get like the honey per se is because Dre a couple weeks ago started a GoFundMe page because he lost his job and he said he had no money. So a couple weeks later now, his GoFundMe page is still up, but he's buying honey, $28 honey. I think, and this is my opinion, I have every right to say this. I think Meghan has certain people, influencers, that she gives a code to, because I know that this happens for other people. They get a code and they can go into the website early, and everything's already like paid for and everything for them, but they can actually show it. The reason we didn't see this dude check out is maybe because he had the code, a special code. That's what I personally think.
That's true. That's true.
Who the hell is buying $28 honey and you're having a GoFundMe page because you're broke? Really?
$28 honey is very expensive. Like I always say, people say, "Ooh, what a bargain! I take 2." Nobody ever. No one pays $30 for honey. I mean, real honey, organic honey from a real beehive. Sure, support your local.
Yes.
But
Guys,
Meghan,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I just want to let everybody know. I just hashtagged as ever. There's only 10,000 tags on Instagram right now, and not one of them has honey from their own home that they purchased. It's all just memes of her acting like an idiot, and there's the commercials. And then I went into Instagram and I typed in hashtag as ever honey. Not one post. Don't you think people, if they were buying it, they would be like us two dorks? We're buying the Squid Game gear and we hashtag Squid Game when we put this stuff up. Don't you think those people would be hashtagging as ever honey, as ever tea, as ever this, and put it up on their Instagrams? Am I crazy?
Eating it, unboxing it. We've never seen people unboxing the honey. And here's the other thing, guys. Okay. You remember when Meghan gave out her IOUs to the people who bought the honey, and she's like, "I'm going to get you something real nice. Mama's going to whip it up real special for you guys. I'm going to send it out to you. You're going to win, but you're going to get it." So somebody on Twitter tried to tell me, again, I think this is hilarious, that Meghan is giving all of those people who didn't get the original honey this brand new honey that no one was able to buy, apparently, that she gave them that honey and a refund. So I'm waiting to see if that
orange blossom honey. Okay. I doubt it. That's
now,
hilarious.
On, guys, I was live on the website. It's right there. I'm not lying. This was exactly when it opened. It was not available to me. So somebody somewhere else, it was open. Someone said on the UK it was open and was sold in 2 minutes. It was not available for me in Texas.
Wow.
Okay, you guys. I mean, this
heard
goes
it
to show.
first.
I'm not even going to play the rest of Michelle's video. You guys are going to have to go to her channel tonight because we're not going to even cover that. This is hot. And the fact that Michelle was able to actually pinpoint this video it, everything. I can't wait. Is this video coming out tonight or tomorrow?
I'm going to try to do it tonight. I'm going to go back to work in a couple of minutes. I can go pay my bills and feed my cat. It's expensive.
Okay. Well, thanks so much. Oh my God. Michelle, do you have anything that's going on you want to promote before you leave?
Yes, a video tonight, hopefully around 8:30, and then I'm doing a live with Sue Smith on Sunday at noon. And hopefully, I'm going to get these lovely ladies one day to join me in a future Sunday live.
Yes. I'll totally do it on Sunday. Well, yeah. We could join on Sunday with you. We'll crash that party.
I'll send you the link. You're more than
send us a link. We'll do it for sure. Yeah. We love you.
We love you guys. You guys are our ride or dies. We love you.
These girls are so wonderful, kind, and generous, guys. Really, the twins are the nicest people, and we need to get them to 100K. So
oh God.
Bye, maybe after the Squid Game show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. And I can't wait for the video.
Everybody go sub Royal Daily Tea. She's also on X.
Trying to get to 50,000 by the end of summer. I'm at 40.
Let's get Michelle to 50,000, please. She's on X. You're also on Instagram, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Royal Daily Tea, Michelle. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, girlfriend. Love you.
Bye.
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 That's great. I'm so
amazing.
glad she was able to get that video because I would have never known. But I think there's something fishy with the honey.
Well, there's a lot of people too going, they went onto it and they tried to work the system by going and getting 100 jars of jam.
Yeah.
And then the people said, we don't have 100 jars. The computer actually said back to them, we don't have 100 jars. Well, if you have a certain factory distributing these, don't you think you'd at least do maybe, I don't know, 100,000 units?
Yeah.
200,000 units. They don't have 100 jars of
Well,
jam
it's-
in the
yeah.
first 45 seconds.
Well, no, I'm going to replay what she says to Emma about that little problem. But Michelle is Royal Daily Tea. That is her handle, and you want to go give her a sub.
We can put it up right here.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Steph's going to type it right now. Let's talk about the wine. Can we talk about the wine?
The rosé.
The rosé.
Rosé all day. Rosé.
Didn't
all
we
day.
say that she was going to make rosé because it's like she wants to bring back that thing? In 2015, there was this thing like rosé. Just hit the thing.
I don't
Just
know
hit
how to
enter.
do things.
Enter.
Oh, enter.
Um,
I don't have a Mac. I have a PC.
So Meghan is going to drop wine. It does not look like she's actually dropping the wine. It looks like it's white label wine. I recognized it immediately
People
because
are
you can
asking-
do this in Portland.
People are asking
Or
what
Oregon.
white label is. They want you to explain that.
Oh, we're doing a deep dive. Trust me, guys.
Today?
I got all my
Can you just
info.
explain what it is?
Well, I'm gonna first show this, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna discuss the white label.
Okay.
She's doing it in Napa Valley. Rosé is launching just in time for summer entertaining. Now, Meghan, let me tell you something. July 1st, you're launching wine that'll probably sell out after 5 minutes because you probably got 10 bottles.
5 seconds.
That's not helping people entertain in the summer. Trust me. People buy their wine in May, June, who are going to entertain. They don't go, oh, we better go to our set. That's like mom and dad getting
I'm all stocked up.
the Henderson house ready, for guests in the fall, and being like, oh, we better go to the liquor store today. I mean, that's insane.
She should have done barbecue sauce.
She should.
She should have. That's a
Now,
genius idea.
A lot of you were helping me with this, and I really do appreciate it. I always appreciate when you guys tag me and you help me with my thought process of what's going on, because there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of that. But rosé is a cheap wine. It is a cheap wine.
Well,
It is.
It's like Zinfandel, but
yeah.
a little bit more elevated.
Rosé is usually cheap and to make.
Yeah,
spends
a lot of sugar.
almost no time in the cellar,
No.
which obviously it can't, because there's no way Meghan was putting this in barrels for years and years and years, and is released early. Wow. The cost of production is among the lowest of all categories of wine. So if Meghan were to make a wine, why not rosé? She's not going to
Oh.
make a nice oaky or buttery Chardonnay.
Let me just tell you, rosé doesn't have much legs to it.
No, oh, it's terrible.
No.
Now,
And it's got, oh man, and rosé sometimes has that acid that you drink it, and it's got that acidity that goes down your throat and leaves that burn feeling.
yeah.
Who wants that
I
to
can't
unwind?
drink rosé.
Could you imagine having a glass of wine, watching Housewives, and having that acid run down your throat? Oh,
Yeah, it's not pleasurable to the palate.
no.
So I don't know.
If it's super cheap, which I believe
I have
this
a
is.
feeling this is going to be
This
super
might
cheap
be
wine.
cheap.
She might make it more expensive because she's got her label on it. But did you have a bottle last night? One of my best friends, who she lives in Happy Valley. She loves rosé, and I'm like, girl, how do you drink that stuff? Like, I just personally can't drink it, but I know I have a lot of friends that can, and good on them. I mean, it gives me acid reflux.
the cheap stuff.
It's just woo.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
that-
I'm sure there's expensive rosé.
Of course there is.
I'm sure you can find expensive rosé, but the kind my friends drink, and more power to them, but they get the box rosé. Good for them. Good for them. But I'm always like, no bueno. No bueno. So
a lot of people like it, guys. You can like it,
guys. You can love rosé.
We're just not. Yeah, we're
it's
not.
box wine. Yeah,
We're not. No, it's not though, Nancy.
No, shit,
There
I'm
is
just reading what
expensive-
somebody
Like if you
wrote.
go to a really nice restaurant, and you get a glass of rosé with some legs in it. It's gonna taste very nice.
Yeah.
Or if you're on a yacht and they serve you.
Yeah.
But we're talking about Meghan Markle's rosé.
Yes.
This is gonna be like skinny girl wine. You
Yeah.
know that tastes weird.
There's a lot of people out there that like rum. And there's expensive rum out there. But if Meghan Markle put out rum, I'd be
wouldn't- no.
barfing right now
I'd be
because
throwing
I
up.
personally cannot drink rum. But I bet you there's a lot of rum drinkers out there. Manuela did say about the rosé. I remember I remember. Okay, so then Bach Mom on X, I followed her. She's a new friend of mine. She didn't produce any, just like all the other products, easy to private label. Now, I've heard of this because we live in Oregon, and the elevation in Oregon is the same as it is in France. So a lot of people don't know this, but we have excellent wineries here. And you go down to like Dundee, Oregon, and you're fine. Like, it's great. Look it up. But I've heard of this where you can just get a label and you can like make your own wine.
So this is what you're calling white label.
Well, let's get the actual definition.
Okay.
I got the actual definition here because
what
I was
is
like,
white labeling?
white labeling. Let me get the definition first. Sorry, guys. I put this together. Here we go. What is white label branding? Now, this is all allegedly.
Isn't this the definition?
Yeah,
though?
but I'm saying allegedly on what we think Meghan's doing.
We're just giving we're being prophetic here.
Yes. White label branding involves two companies creating one product. One company manufactures the product, then the brand repackages the product as their own.
There you go.
There it is. Often this is confused with outsourcing, but they're not necessarily the same. In white labeling, a brand can trade on its stronger reputation and consumer awareness to sell the products for a higher amount than the manufacturer would have. Now, she is in fact white labeling. She's not making any money on this. And that's why she's not buying a huge units of it, because she doesn't care about her customers or making them happy. She only cares about making money.
Mm-hmm.
And the volume, she doesn't care about the volume at this point.
People are saying, literally, didn't she say she was not restocking?
I have it on. Yes.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, I have it.
We're just talking about the rosé here.
Yeah.
And probably every other thing she has on there.
I think she's white labels everything. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a means of keeping production costs down while also improving supply. This also should not be confused with private labeling. A private label brand is one example. Yeah, she's not private labeling.
But you notice that she's sort of in competition now with Cameron Diaz, because Cameron Diaz has a whole wine collection.
Yeah, but Cameron Diaz took years and years to.
Right, you don't have to
make,
say.
yeah,
no, I'm just saying. You see how she's sort of in competition with Cameron Diaz right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are
trying to get her ready for Seattle?
What are the benefits of white label products? White label products are advantages for several reasons.
Ooh.
Companies can swiftly introduce them to the market, bypassing the lengthy and often costly phases of development. This accelerates the time to market and helps businesses react to market trends efficiently. The reduced investment in the initial sales allows for potentially better profit margins, especially for businesses that have strong branding and marketing strategies. So Meghan is basically going, I'm just gonna slap as ever. I'm a brand now. People love me. I got the Sussex Squad. I'm gonna make it look like it's sold out every single time, and I didn't even know what happened. This is nuts.
This is what Meghan is doing. Basically, she's putting these products on that website and she's shopping them around. Let's say, hypothetically, in Crazy Land, okay, we'll call it Crazy Land,
Crazy Town,
Crazy Town. The rosé starts making money, and people are buying it, and the Melania Trump starts drinking it, and it becomes a huge success. This is Crazy Land.
No, I'm hearing
We're in Cuckoo Town.
I'm all for this.
Melania Trump starts drinking it. A lot of prominent people start drinking it, and it becomes this worldwide sensation. Meghan will dump everything, including the jam that she put her heart and soul into. I want everyone to remember this. She'll dump everything that she said she loves so dearly, and she took the time and makes people happy. She will dump it just for that one success.
Yes.
That is how much this girl is chasing money right now.
Yeah.
She could care less about you. She could care less about that honey. She probably doesn't even give a crap about bees. Okay. She only cares about what is going to stick to the wall.
Yeah.
Remember that when Sussex Squad, when you go and buy that crap, she doesn't care. She's not putting love into it.
When you buy wine online, I know when I've bought wine, actual nice wine.
No, that's Crazy Town, Amy.
Yeah, but no. But what I'm saying is you have to actually
Crazy Town
give your license.
I believe. I'm just saying,
because we've sent wine to people.
oh God, yeah.
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that's how to do it.
Her wine will not be a success. No, only in Crazy Town. I'm just giving an analogy of
Yeah.
what would happen if she does not care. When she puts out these products and go, they're just so near and dear to my
Yeah.
heart, and I spent hours slaving over the oven making this jam, and I put so much love and positivity into it. No, she doesn't.
No.
If she was making bank on that jam, she'd be sayonara to everything else. Buy flour sprinkles.
Yeah, no, she's not making that jam. She's white labeling that jam, in our opinion, allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what the downside is to white labeling.
Oh God.
The lack of control over product. One issue with white label products is the lack of control over product quality. Well, that makes sense because a lot of people have complained about the quality.
Well,
And a
the
lot of-
stickers are coming off the jam jars.
Also, a lot of people have said it's bitter, it's tart, it's too sweet. Which one is it?
It's the Three Bears complex.
It's because they're making it in these factories and she has no control on what's going in it. While these products usually come from suppliers, there can still be concerns about maintaining quality. Since companies don't have control over the manufacturing process, there is a risk of variations in quality that could harm brand reputation and customer satisfaction. There's a couple other white label.
I'm sorry. Guys. I just want everyone's asking what I'm wearing. This is from Squid Game. Everyone's asking.
Stephanie's the pink soldier.
And Nancy is player 4, 5, 6.
I'm Gihun.
Okay, so we'll just get that out of the way.
We're really excited about next week.
I'm not a loser. I'm not just wearing the pink.
we're super excited.
I'm not a loser. I'm just in costume.
Yes, we're just
We're just
fangirling
losers.
out.
We're dorks.
White label products offer advantages for businesses looking to enter markets or expand their product lines. She did it without expanding anything. She just went into it without heavy instruments and see, she works from home, man.
She doesn't I don't think she works from anything.
I don't think she does that. With lower production costs, quicker time to market, why can't I say that word?
Customizable.
No, customizable. I can't say that
Branding
word.
options.
Branding options. How come I can't say that word? Access.
Customizable.
I knew I could hear it in my head.
I didn't know where you were.
But it couldn't come out.
Customizable.
Branding options, access to established supply chain and economies of scale. Companies can efficiently use white label solutions to enhance their business growth.
No, Squid Game losers don't wear pink. This is the actual pink soldier hoodie. That's all this is.
We have a theory. That's why she got this. She's not a fan of the pink soldier.
No, I'm a fan of 001. I'm on his side. You choose a side
He's
on
not
Friday.
a pink soldier.
He is part of the resistance.
Obviously,
he's part of the mean people.
No,
he kills people.
No, we have a theory that Gong Yu, the recruiter, he was a pink soldier, and that's why. Okay, I thought that's why we were doing it. Let's see. We already read what it does. This reduced cost production. We already know that. That way she doesn't have to actually make it herself.
And her 5 teams are behind it.
And her 2.
Do you guys remember in Emma's interview, she went through, well, I have a team in my office. I have a team at Netflix. I have a team for Archwell. I have a team for my bathroom. I have a team for the basement. It's like, what?
What?
Yes, I am keeping my Meta glasses. You want to know why? Because July 10th, Nancy and I are going to the Barry Manilow concert in Portland, Oregon, and I will be recording the whole thing from my Meta glasses. And I then will share it all with you through my Meta glasses.
The art of, I can't believe you're going to wear those.
No, I might wear my other ones.
Yeah. Why white label branding doesn't always work. White label branding requires the brand to have an established following. Well, so you mean to tell me fake bots are not established following? The strategy relies on brand's reputation to carry the sales of another product. So it's market clout. What?
Yes, guys, go pick it up at Netflix store right now.
The Netflix shop.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't wait for
we don't have kids.
We can't either.
Please don't tell everyone how much. If you do go on there, don't yell how much all this costs. We
don't
have
kids.
Children. We don't have kids. We don't have college funds to save for.
We're gonna die alone.
This is the only fun we have. Okay?
Is to wear
to wear this kind of stuff.
We don't have anything else.
Inconsistent. Now this is
I'm
what I was
kidding.
this is what I was talking about. Inconsistent quality. Did you notice the jam? Everyone was tasting something different.
It was different.
Probably one of the biggest concerns with white label branding is the consistency of the products. Brands establish their own quality controls.
Well,
The
wait, that's a
producers
good
of white
thing for her,
label
though.
brands may not follow these same procedures.
That's a good
causing an
thing
issue.
for her, though.
What do you
If it
mean?
is a different consistency, they're saying that it was homemade.
But she doesn't want to admit. No, they're saying that. No, did you see what it said?
I thought everything from white label was just everything manufactured from one pot.
No, it
Okay.
says it right here. Brands establish their own quality controls.
Right.
There's no quality controls in whatever factory they're doing in the white label brands. So one day a factory worker might hit it to maybe a little hotter for it to go.
Ew.
And then it does that. And then it sends out 100 of that. And then the next day it's a little different. You know, it's all about
Could you imagine
making things consistent.
Could you imagine those poor people putting that red goo into a jar?
Oh,
Thank God she only has 10.
Yeah.
Those
God.
Hey, disqualified.
Now, this is something I found interesting. It's not suitable for smaller brands. White labeling requires an existing brand presence, as the entire strategy hinges on the popularity of the brand. Without it, the white label branding strategy will be ineffective.
That's a good question. FDA approval is still pending, I believe.
I don't know. This is crazy.
There were a lot of stories like 6-7 months ago that that she was trying to get food and all for her shop and everything, whatever.
Yeah.
It was during ARO days. Remember American Riviera Orchard? Guys, let's still remember that failure. We were having FDA concerns over that. And that's why Nancy and I thought she was rebranding, is because she was having so many problems with the FDA.
Kat says
trade.
There is no requirement for FDA approval.
There's no.
I bet you there's
in
a way
in the UK or the States.
I would have to guess that if you're going through a white label thing, they already, because you're paying them. You're she also goes through snow commerce that we're going to get to.
Yeah.
But she's paying them to do most of the legwork. So they probably already do that for her. I don't think she does anything but put her name as ever on there. I think that's how white labeling works.
Probably.
I would assume so.
Yeah. It's like what Emma does with the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian is the face of Skims.
Yeah.
She puts her name and likeness to Skims.
Yeah, but
Kim Kardashian is not coming up with. Kim Kardashian does not have creative control over Skims.
I remember. I actually do remember this when Dad had the retail stores, the Picture Perfect retail stores back in the day before my dad went digital. Like in the 80s and 90s, he had retail stores for photos, and Kodak went to him and said, "Hey, do you want us to start putting your name and logo on the film when you sell it?"
Right.
Dad was like, "No, we'll keep it Kodak." And
yeah.
But they gave him that opportunity to do that. And it was like, I kind of understand, like, you don't really have to do anything. They'll do everything for you.
Right.
We'll do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You just, you sell it and you give us a percent, whatever. I don't know how it works with Meghan, allegedly. Now, this is interesting. The common problems associated with white labeling underline the reason why this is a strategy best attempted by only established. Oh, I just read that. Let's see. We already read that.
I want to get to that video where she's out of breath and sweating.
No, well,
I love that.
I wanted to get to snow commerce real fast because that's how we.
Now, what's snow commerce?
Snow commerce, we already talked about this. Snow commerce is the distributor that she uses, and I went on their website, and it's like if you want to do your own branding.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what they do. Digital marketing, all that stuff. You guys can check it out yourself. Their vision, connecting brands to fans. So you go to them and you say, "Here's my brand.
Go
put
it on social media."
Yeah. It's like, it's just, they do everything for you. The problem with this place is they got they have a lawsuit going on right now. I think, I guess they were discriminating against blind people. I don't know
what,
but Saint Meghan Markle on Reddit. This person's really good. I was fascinated by the metrics that were recently posted for As Ever e-commerce site. Curious, I actually visited the site. Sure, it's humorous that there is a menu of frequently asked questions, especially since the entire product offering was supposedly sold out within an hour of the launch. Who asked? I happen to notice there is no reference, none, of her business partner, Netflix. Shocking. What really interests me last night, in tiny little type at the bottom of the page, it reads,
last line.
oh, did I say last line? Sorry.
No, it is last line.
Oh, it is last line. Sorry.
Yeah.
What really interests me, last line in tiny little type at the bottom of the page, it reads, Snow Commerce is the seller of all merchandise and is solely responsible for all aspects of your purchase. So let's talk about Snow Commerce. Meghan Markle's.
So is this her distributor?
Yeah, they are her distributor,
okay,
not Netflix.
Okay, they're currently.
Yeah, so
okay.
I don't know where Netflix comes in as the partner. I really don't.
Oh, maybe she was lying.
Exactly. Perez Hilton did a whole expose on this. Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand partnered with e-commerce company accused of racism and called a toxic workplace by ex-employees. Again, big shocker. Meghan Markle's star-crossed brand, as ever, has partnered with an e-commerce platform to peddle her products on the internet, but already the move is not being well received. See, rather than sell her various sundries herself via as ever coffers, it's going to cost them more money to do that. Prince Harry's wife, sorry, one sec.
I love when Perez does that.
Yeah, Prince Harry's wife has made the decision to partner with an e-commerce firm called Snow Commerce to outsource sales for her brand. That part is totally normal. Companies do it all the time, choosing to hire a firm already swimming in the complicated world of logistics and supply chains rather than forge out on their own.
Of course not.
No controversy there.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what she was peddling to Emma. That's what's so funny is that it's all for me.
Okay, yeah. Snow is the distributor. We don't know who manufactures it.
Okay.
But we don't know who allegedly the white label is that manufactures it, but there's no way she's manufacturing this on her own.
I smell an audit.
But the controversy comes with Snow Commerce's online reputation, and to say that reputation is bad might be just one of the understatements of the damn year. I love Perez. According to online reviews, Snow Commerce's reputation with past customers and past employees is completely in the esser. For one, the Cincinnati-based business has the Better Business Bureau's lowest possible 1 star. But I thought Meghan does I thought everything
quality.
She does is thoughtful
and quality.
That doesn't make, I'm not getting it. Everything she said she does, she puts thought into.
Love.
She wants women driven. You mean to tell me there wasn't a female founded e-commerce business out there?
I would imagine there is.
I bet you I can find 5 by
Yeah.
the end of the show. Ranking thanks to a slew of customer complaints about their previous work. One customer filed a complaint which stated, "Do not buy anything from any company that uses this joke of a company." Another one said, while they ridiculously bad, they're allegedly selling items that they don't have in stock or don't exist at all. Wow. Still, other customers droned on with more complaints, including one who said nobody at Snow Commerce cares at all how it may. I'm sorry, it just started raining, so we're making sure the dogs are okay. They sometimes get scared. At all it makes you feel when you spend $150, your item never gets shipped and nobody tells you why. Isn't that what Brittany from Royal News Network, she said it took forever to get there?
Yeah, it's just very bad customer service.
Horrible business. Items shown on website do not represent what will be received, and somehow it gets even worse. Past employees have been highly critical of Snow Commerce as well. Over on the employer rating site Glassdoor, one former worker claimed they had encountered casual racism. Is that unconscious bias?
No, it sounds like the set of Ellen. It does.
It was funny. A very toxic place to work at. You're not treated the way you should be. You feel like you are working 24/7 to get no credit, way underpaid. Last couple of years working there, it felt like high school.
God, it sounds like Ellen.
And a third ex-staffer claimed Snow Commerce was allegedly forcing them to do shady S with customers after the company supposedly screwed up their orders. Oh, that's nice.
Well, well, well.
Wow. Okay.
What we're seeing here is that Meghan is super cheap. That whole spiel that she was giving Emma about, I'm teaching my kids the value of $1 and blah, blah. No, she's just trying to find the cheapest distributor so she doesn't have to. This is all smoke and mirrors. This is the Wizard of Oz. That's all this is.
Michael K says, I like your name, Michael K.
Michael K. Lee.
I made out with a guy named Michael K. Lee once. If Meg had to choose a Cincinnati partner, she would have been better off with Cincinnati-based P&G, and then she would have to cause to dread up the Ivory dish soap story again. That's funny. She'd be like, I partnered with P&G because I worked with them when I was 11.
No, you know what she
so
you know what's
great.
going to come out next? My partner is dish soap.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter what it is. It's just any dish soap.
I mean, seriously, guys, when you care about your customers,
Yes.
you provide them the best things. Like I said, I hate to bring up my dad constantly, but
He always
we
said,
saw him.
give back to, no, he said, be kind to your employees, be kind to your customers, and always give back.
But like if something was messed up or like he would never even question it. It's like, what can we do to fix this? But he would, and also with the stuff he would sell, he would do the best. Like he would only buy Kodak,
the best
he would
paper,
only buy the best paper.
Yeah.
You know that the reason why
The best machines.
the reason why Costco and Walgreens would always screw people's pictures up is because they would skimp on. There's chemistry that goes into like the
machine,
the C41 machine, and all the machines that do the stuff. And if you skimp on buying the good chemistry, and then if you water it down, some labs will water it down. If you skimp on any of that stuff, the quality is just not there. So if you spend a little bit more, Meghan, you'll have quality and you'll be able to actually like build a brand. But right now you're just building some weird thing that sells out after 5 minutes.
We gotta
what?
We gotta
read it.
You two are such idiots.
Oh.
I
thought it was a real one.
They said you have no business, husband, kids of your own.
Oh.
Your only jobs are washing each other's arses.
Oh.
You know.
Are they sure they're talking about us?
That's why I go.
I thought it was someone else. I'm like, are you sure it's us? Are you sure? It's got to be someone else.
It's got to be someone else. Don't kid shame me.
Yeah.
What do you want me to have a kid right now?
Yeah, it's like, what do you want to go out and have a kid?
Jeez,
yeah. Like,
what are you, JD Vance?
You guys think it's, thanks, JD. It's like, you guys think it's so easy?
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's just have a kid.
Yeah, let's get pregnant today.
Yeah, it's like, what did you want me to marry? I got divorced from him.
I'm going to settle like you did. Have 18 children and then be miserable. Let me do that.
It's like chicks are different, man. It's hard
That's
having
cool,
kids,
dude. We're not going to settle, man.
It's hard.
Crazy.
You're stuck with the kid.
Get a kid.
I'll tell you this right now. You
get dogs.
You wouldn't be enjoying this on a Friday night with us in our Squid Game gear if we had kids. I'll tell you that much right now. We'd be with the kids.
And guess
so
what?
Isn't this much better?
Guess what? Aren't you happy that we give back so much to the dogs?
Yeah.
Don't you care about animals?
Who's the other squatty?
All right. We got a little squad. It's a Friday night squad fest. Who cares? Right. Just ignore them, guys.
JL is Meghan. Well, we do think she watches our show. But you know what, Meghan? You should take our advice more if you watch our show. But one of her squatties put this up. Like I said, I think maybe because a lot of influencers do this from brands, they get a code. Because it's happened to us. They'll be like, here, buy this. Here's your code. And you can get it for free. And we never do it. But like you get a code and then you can order something. So she put this up. Some items sold out in less than 6 minutes.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That's just not possible.
Michelle just debunked that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Come on, guys.
Now it's up to 6 minutes. See, they keep extending the timeout. So we see Meghan did not anticipate that people who can read or do math, like she thought all the peasants were uneducated buffoons. So she's like, I'm just going to get away with it this way. They can't read anything.
Oh, this was the girl that was putting in the boop, 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 boop.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny.
She was up to like $6,000. That was really funny.
Spend $6,000 on this.
Let's see what Brittany has to say. So we're still on the spread nonsense, which she still keeps calling jam. But
jam.
now have added apricot. Is it apricot or apricot?
You could say tomato.
Okay, with the utterly pointless and useless keepsake packaging. Yeah, that's such a waste. It's perfume packaging. That's literally the only thing new. With honey, that's from the orange blossoms instead of wildflower. Oh, so it was wildflower honey before. And now it's orange blossom. This is so confusing.
No. But we're just trying to say, they changed the flavor. But the thing is, guys, they didn't change anything. It's still honey.
Yeah.
There's no creativity here.
Rosé wine is also on the way, but apparently not ready.
Oh.
However, she's still begging for email signups. Now that's, you know what? I'm glad Brittany brought that up because we've brought this up many times. Why does Meghan keep telling people to sign up?
Because you want to know why?
Why?
I think because when you sign up, you're automatically gonna have to go into the restock and buy more stuff. I think that they either I think that I'm not saying there's fraud, I throw that word around a lot, but I think that this particular business might be frauding maybe the elderly, grabbing credit cards, information, doing things like that. Wire fraud.
Flapper 27. She sells the information to
yes,
the telemarketers.
And then you go to the telemarketers and it's
a
Jen Shaw business that now Jen Shaw is in jail. That's Real Housewives of Salt Lake City for wire fraud.
Yeah.
Now this could be the same kind of
they sell
scam.
They sell it's all data harvesting.
So do not give this person your information for the love of God.
No one's doing that. We're just saying that's she's right. However, she's still begging for email signups despite not sending an email for this launch until 13 minutes after the launch. So wait a second. She launched this bad boy, but she didn't launch it. She didn't send the email to people until you know what?
Just finish what you're saying.
You know what? I don't even have to read the rest. Okay. She did not send an email out saying that there was a launch until 13 minutes after the launch.
Yes.
Okay. Michelle was very smart to keep looking. We have intel now that proves that Meghan had stuff sold out in 6 minutes.
Yes.
You mean to tell me you're already selling out after 6 minutes and you wait 13 minutes to send an email? She's giving influencers time to buy this, and she's not giving regular people to.
Disqualified.
Okay. Now, why do I think that? Because this poor girl, one of the people that probably sincerely wanted to buy it, couldn't buy anything. I went on TikTok. I go on TikTok for you. I do it for you guys.
Okay, but I want to get to that Meghan.
I know, but listen to this. I kind of feel bad for this. But this is a scam. Yes, she knows it's a scam. Scammer. Good. Yes.
Keep it up, guys. Don't let it go. Keep it up.
Other news, as ever, is sold out of all the things that I wanted. And I am only 2 hours from when it was available for me to buy. I gotta be online waiting when she'd be dropping this stuff. Like I really wanted that apricot jam, that spread. I really wanted it. That's one of my favorites. Oh, Meghan.
Alienating people.
Meghan Markle could ruin a wet dream.
Yeah. Okay, here's Meghan talking about how she wasn't going to do this again. But not only did she do it, she waited 13 minutes to launch the email out to people. And thank you, Brittany, for that intel. I would have never known. Brittany signed up to the newsletter. She talk about taking one for the team.
Heck yeah.
So it was very, very well executed, but you basically sold out of everything in about 45 minutes. Listen, I can't get you on that one because I don't know a business that I've had where, a couple of hours in, every single thing has been gone.
Everything.
But it comes with a lot, right? That comes with this, of course, you end up kind of fueling that idea of scarcity in your business, which is a great thing. It's never terrible to disappoint customers, but there's the flip side of it. And I remember when I started Good American, the third hour, I was starting to pick up the phone and email customers. What did you do and how did you feel when everything was gone?
Well,
Or I should ask you, was it planned? I mean, did you plan to actually?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It was a beautiful surprise. I had a feeling there would be a lot of interest.
Mhm.
And we planned for that. We didn't plan for everything selling out in under an hour. And so watching those metrics happen in real time, I set my alarm for the exact moment we were going to go live, and watching it, getting texts from my friends saying, it's already sold out.
That's where I know she's lying, because when we saw Kylie do it, at least they showed Kylie seeing the numbers, and Meghan would have known it was sold out. She would have needed
She
a
would have
text.
screenshotted the numbers.
If Meghan was actually seeing this with a team of female women, like she
Founders.
said, like women, like she said, like-minded women or whatever, she would have video recorded the entire thing.
She
you guys,
would have
just like Kylie.
screenshotted the numbers. We would have seen how many people went in through the back end. We would have seen the cash that goes through.
Yeah.
We would have seen everything.
And then it was amazing. And also, to your point, because I'm business minded, I'm immediately going, okay, well, this is going to be a big pivot. Now what? Because I knew that I had a decision to make, which came down to what is our timeline to be able to restock these products that we had? Well, we can restock what we had at those same quantities, but then I'll have another sellout.
Mhm.
And I don't want that for people. I think scarcity is great if it happens.
Okay, we just heard it. We just heard it. You said that you don't want that. So the next time you're going to do a drop, you're going to make listen, she says it right here. Fuck. I accidentally hit the wrong button.
Sellout.
Mhm.
And I don't want that for people. I think scarcity is great if it happens organically at the onset. But at a certain point, even being consumer minded, I would be fatigued if that kept happening and I was going to a website. So I said, okay, let's take this opportunity to grow, to have exponentially more SKUs as well as more inventory. And that's what we've been doing. We went right back to making sure we could scale up to that level.
Yes.
And have the quality meet the quantity, which was very key.
You're going through snow commerce and you're white labeling your
just read it.
products.
We
We
just
just
realized-
read it. It's
we
like,
just read it.
what the hell is wrong with you? And you sold out in 6 minutes.
Allegedly.
And then if we have that opportunity of more time, the luxury of that is, well, the products that have been in development that were going to be punted to this quarter, should we pull this in to this next launch?
All right, there's
Because
decisions
that would
to
be
be
great.
made. Yes.
There's decisions to be made. And like,
Yes.
what can our offering be at this point that is larger than what sold out in that first run? So as a seasonal drop, I think that was really important to say, let's get it back, but let's get it back in a much bigger way, which is what we've been
And
working
those are
towards.
really important decisions because you have to decide, and I'm guessing that you're learning all the time about reputation management, your
Yes.
customers, supply chain. Like, how are you thinking about those things? Because they are all such big decisions in the beginning for any founder. Like,
Yeah.
you're the one that needs to decide how you're showing up for customers every day.
It comes with a lot of pressure. Because when that call comes down to you, when I have to make that call, you don't know if it's going to be the right call. You just have to trust your gut. And that's ultimately what it goes back to. I say, if I was the person that waited so long to get that product, do I want to a second go around not be able to get the product? Or do I want to be able to buy it and share it with all my friends? So I'm constantly putting myself in the mindset of someone who's supported me for a long time and want to be able to get it, or the 15-year-old girl who's saved up her money to be able to buy.
Okay,
So,
so here's Meghan basically saying she's not going to do this again. And then 3 days later, she does.
What? Listen. This isn't about jam. This is about who do you trust? Who are you buying from right now? And I can't imagine anyone trusting this liar and going, I'm going to take the money that I could be spending on bread and milk, and I'm going to go buy flour sprinkles from this liar. Who would actually do that, though?
Nobody.
Nobody, right?
Nobody.
I mean, nobody with a brain, right? Maybe it's just me.
Here is that girl from The Sun. I think her name's Samara.
I love that line too, Kate. Kate, that's our favorite one.
Where is it?
Oh, sorry.
We should put it on
Kate said
shirts.
15-year-old girls save up for spread.
Yeah.
Really? Could you imagine being 15? You're wanting to get your driver's license at that point. You're not worried about, but you want to buy a car. I mean, and this just brings it right back to she is stuck She peaked in high school. She is stuck in that dish soap little girl mentality where she peaked at that age. And now everything went downhill after that. And she wants to get back to that little girl that she was, that was writing dish soap commercials. And she even mentioned on Emma's podcast, well, I was class president. Do you see how she brings that stuff up?
She also said that she was quiet in high school and was kind of a nerd.
I was a birthworm. Yeah, it's like all these.
What the hell?
Yeah, we get it, Meghan. We get it.
Okay, so
you're imploding.
Here is Meghan in what Stephanie, and we got to make merch of this too, where Stephanie talked about Crazy Town. This is Meghan.
This is today, right?
This is
okay. So this is So this is today. This is a creepy video.
20 minutes after everything sold out, she put out this video,
and
she filmed it before.
And thank God that she caught herself. She's in the garden. She's sweating. She's picking flowers. Guys, she's working.
She had no idea
she's working. Happen again. She had no clue this was going to happen. She was completely caught off guard. She's sweating.
Again, if she was in a room with all these women that help her and do all this stuff, she would have shown all that.
And also in Emma's interview before we watch this video, remember, she said the first time we put it up on the website, I set my alarm, I was tuned in. Well, why did we catch her then in the garden?
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just saying,
No,
why was she not in her office? Why wasn't there anyone else around her? Why are we catching her picking flowers? Play the video. This is crazy.
I slow motion some parts
Cuckoo,
too.
cuckoo.
How much time making sure we had so much more inventory.
So much more inventory.
There's the blinking.
That's why we took the time, and you guys are doing it again. We're nearly sold out on everything, and
Look how she's looking down and blinking.
And
I can't believe it. Even flower sprinkles, which I knew was going to be the big one again. So
I can't believe it. Even flower sprinkles, which I knew was going to be the big one again. So
that has more inventory than all of it.
Look anyone in the eye.
And that's also about to sell out.
that has more inventory than all of it. And that's also about to sell out.
So I was looking at my iMessage and I thought,
So I was looking at my iMessage and I thought,
Now, this is when I thought she's going to show the back room.
Me too.
Like Kylie.
I thought
and Kris Jenner
I was
did.
a little nervous.
She
I go,
looked down at her phone, I
she's
go,
about to
oh.
prove us wrong.
I go, shit, she's going to make us look so stupid right now. I really thought that for a
I
second.
thought she was going to show numbers
in
metrics.
the back room. Yeah.
okay,
okay.
is it confetti?
All she
Or is
showed
it
was a
flower
text
sprinkles?
and the confetti thingy you
Is
can
it
do.
confetti?
Oh, I can
What
send.
is
She goes,
it
look what I can do. I can send this to my friends with confetti. That's all she's, guys. That's
all
it.
it was.
That's all this was.
That's all it was.
She didn't show us any proof. She was sweating because she was probably lying. It was quite the video.
There
this
should
is
have
the
been like
downfall.
champagne.
I mean, this is Nancy said it. The descent into madness is happening in real time.
it was the most bizarre video I've seen.
This
so
is 20
far.
minutes after she lied and said everything was sold out.
So do you think Netflix went to her and said, you better put something out? Because
Yes.
this seems so rushed and
yes,
forced.
yes.
Let's see. Got a couple to read here. July 1st, isn't that Canada Day? Is it? I can't
Ooh.
believe she would do that on Canada Day. Also, isn't it the Duke of Edinburgh's going to be in Ottawa for the event also on the same day? I don't know, Stephen. I'm going to look that up though, because that's
He usually is in Canada for
that's
that.
disgusting. The honey was sold out. Yes, it was.
Second,
sold
it was
out.
online, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
What
she is that word. Here, let me bring she is that word.
She's a sick.
Yeah,
I wish you had that.
I do have it.
Okay.
Making your house a farm is a huge tax write-off. She can't even do that. I don't see.
I think you need to have
See,
like
that-
permits in line.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in order to start a business, you need seed money. My dad couldn't just start Picture Perfect.
LLC.
Like, you need seed money. You need a really good reputation to start your own business. She just doesn't. in my opinion, have the funds to even start something from her home.
That's what's so terrifying, because she said she has a team in her home office. Why is she outside picking flowers?
I don't think
20 minutes after.
Just walking,
You know
dude.
what I mean,
Yeah,
Nancy.
no, I know
You
what you
don't.
mean.
Okay.
It is Canada Day. That's evil.
Ooh.
Gross.
Uh-oh.
Don't you dare.
How dare you?
Ugh, why is she so dramatic?
Disqualified.
Because she's lying. Here's that girl from The Sun unboxing hers the first time, and I finally found it, the TikTok one. You guys will recognize her. She's that girl that writes for The Sun, and she can't lie. If she lied, she's a journalist for like, you can say whatever you want about The Sun, but they still have ethics and
you
codes.
will get sued.
You will get sued, and you will get fired. I'm not saying that they don't stretch it. Everybody stretches the truth. New York Times does it, but she ordered it, and this is her unboxing experience.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that? You know, I paid 14 US dollars for this, and it's just come bashed up. She writes, let's call this a hug in a box. I fell in love with the ritual of tea and biscuits during my time in the UK. Lies. Oh, so much care and consideration has been taken with this that the thing is ripped. Is this because she knew that it was coming to me? Wow, enjoy. She said that she was obsessing over the packaging. I'm not sure.
Absolutely consumed with packaging. That's all I could think about. And I would sit there doing the unboxing in my head. Is there tissue paper? What about the packing peanuts? But they're biodegradable. And where does the sticker go? And hold on, and what size the box is going to be? And no, that's not going to fit all the SKUs. Oh my gosh. And then someone says, but you don't want to brand the outside of the box because of porch pirates. Had never heard that before.
So we're off to a great start. Meghan's packaging is crappy, to say the least. Look at that. I mean, for the amount of money I paid for this jam, I was expecting a little bit better than a ripped note. It's very flimsy. It's not like a thick card, which I was expecting from the Duchess. Again, the obsession over the packaging. I don't know why this is like half open, but anyway. The packing peanuts that she's been talking about, is that biodegradable? Is it? That doesn't look very biodegradable to me. Okay, the cookie mix. Wow, okay. That is some horrific. I just want to show you that. Yeah, I wouldn't call this smashed up box a hug in a box. This looks like abuse in a box. But then again, it's Meghan, so what do you expect? Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, a little bit more like luxe, I would say. Okay, this is the big reveal, you guys.
It's
Whoa,
such a stupid
overwhelming.
reveal. It's
A little
scam.
bit. See, actually, she's copied the royal family's jam almost to a T. Look at that. Very, very similar packaging. Now, this I bought actually genuinely 2 years ago. Ugh. Ugh, that does not. Try and show you this. That does not look. It's the consistency looks very concerning. It doesn't have any preservatives in it. That's probably why it's this horrific consistency. If you can
look
see
at
that.
how runny it
The
is.
jar is kind of
I
like
never
half
noticed.
filled. You can see she's very cleverly put manufactured for as ever enterprises. So we don't actually know where this jar has been made. I don't mind this packaging, but like it's useless for a pot of jam. Like it would make sense if it was like an alcohol or maybe even a tea, but like for a jam, it just does not make sense to me. And it's kind of like you can see it's already like a bit messed up. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. I mean, this is really the bad thing. Again, she's very careful not to disclose where this was actually made. Manufactured for, as ever.
Love
It's
Samara.
genuinely very, very cheap. Like, you can see it's just kind of a printed out thing. Very basic cake mix. Interestingly, she's registered in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Snow commerce.
Not in California.
Snow
Probably
commerce.
because she's trying to dodge taxes. I mean, accusation, but who knows? Guys, I'm going to do a taste test between oh my God, not the cookie. I don't even want to mess with the cookie thing. The as ever spread and then the royal family spread. I'm going to compare both of them.
She went on to then make another TikTok video. Obviously, the royal family spread was better than as ever. But it just goes to show you when an actual person does order it, that's what you get. I think everybody who's been doing the unboxing that's been positive, those are all influencers that Meghan has, I think, allegedly on the payroll, because it's what brands do. They find influencers, they send them a code, and they say, "Hey, go order that."
Why aren't any celebrities unboxing this crap?
Well, there you go.
I mean,
There
she
you go.
has Chrissy Teigen appearing on With Love Meghan, the part 2. Why is Chrissy Teigen not unboxing this? Because the other day, Chrissy Teigen was unboxing Flamingo Estates again.
That's why.
But I'm just saying,
That's
it's like,
why.
but she's appearing on the show.
She's
Don't you think it'd be a nice little
no, because she
bonus
probably
there?
has an exclusive deal with them to only do Instagram content with them.
Oh, dear.
I would assume.
Oh dear.
But,
July 1st is Diana's birthday. I forgot about
what
that.
A sick. Where is that Tim Dillon?
Yeah.
We got
Because that's like Karen's birthday is on the 3rd. I remember that.
That's disgusting.
That is really messed up.
Oh my god.
It's like she really has problems. I mean, a 5150, I don't even think would do any good for her.
It would at least put her somewhere for
24 hours.
24. No, it's 48 or 72.
48
I think
hours.
they put you on like I can't remember with Britney Spears, but I think it was like a 72.
I don't know. What's a 5150, guys? Is it 24 hours, 48 hours?
I think it's like a
72
72 hour hold. Look it up, guys. It's the one they put Britney on, and it's like at least she would be somewhere where they can like evaluate her.
Yeah, but you know what? She would annoy them so much they'd release her early. They'd be like, we can't deal with this. She's talking about the jam and honey again.
Yeah, like that. Well, at least they know then. They could like evaluate her. At least
Yeah.
we'd have like, oh, do I not have it on here? What happened to it? Oh, sorry, guys.
It's fine.
I'll bring it up another time. I do have this that somebody made that's super funny that we did play yesterday. Let me grab it.
Oh, yeah.
Janice, I'm Holly. I'm Nora. Brilliant. Brilliant. See, it's hard to give people credit. Who's at 19-193?
But people are killing it. That's the classic Kristen Wiig from SNL.
Oh my God, that's
and
hilarious.
I'm Judy.
Well, I think if anything came out of today in this launch, if anything came out, Netflix sent a message.
Yes.
And their message is, Meghan, please stop mentioning our name.
I think the message is until you get that divorce,
we don't
keep putting up and shut up. Just do what we say. You keep looking like an idiot because there is money in this. There's money in you looking like the court gesture. There is. Keep juggling for us. Keep putting on that clown makeup, and you go out there and you entertain those people. Because if you don't, watch what happens.
It's
F
72
around and
hours.
find out.
It's 72
Oh, it is
hours.
72
Yeah, see, I
hours.
think that would be the best thing for her. Just put her in there for 72 hours.
stick
I'm
her
sure
in
they
there.
give her meals, anything she like non-alcoholic
51.50
drink.
is
Yeah, they
72
take
hours.
care of her.
Yeah.
They pick her up.
This is coming from a kind place from us,
This
because
is-
usually we would be like, just keep her doing her little seal routine.
Nicole, do we know for sure? Because he has now. Listen, I know he has a winery in Napa, but are we sure? Until I see that it's his winery, it sounds more on the cheap end where she's just gonna.
Well, are we giving Gavin Newsom that much credit that he would have an expensive brand of wine?
No, I don't think so. But I'm saying I
'Cause
think that
he's
would
a
be
little
more.
sketchy.
I think it would be easier for her to just have like
White label.
a white label
Yeah.
thing with her wine. In my opinion, I don't know. I could be totally.
She
wrong.
should have done White Zinfandel.
I think I don't like white Zinfandel or rosés because I drink it at such a young age.
I think
just
so
like
too.
rum,
Yeah.
and that's why I get so freaked
Yeah,
out.
but
over
other
it.
people like rosé.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's not knock rosé. I mean, Lisa Vanderpump has a nice rosé out. We got to
Yeah.
give the people their credit.
Yeah.
But this is down. See, what she's going to put out, I believe, is going to be like a Kendall Jenner 818 crappy tequila line where
Yes.
it goes nowhere.
Yes,
And like Kathy Hilton is trying to peddle her tequila line. It's like all
it's
in
not
that.
going to be Skinny Girl.
No, well, yeah.
Skinny Girl.
I
took
didn't
off.
like the taste of Squiddy Girl.
I didn't either, but it took off.
It took off because oh, we can lose weight while drinking. Yeah, that's
James
how it
Holt
took
has.
off.
I know you guys were awesome. You sent me. It's Megan like Reagan. James Holt, the guy who works for Archwell, his family's in the wine business, and people were sending me pictures of his too. You know, I think all things get distributed in Napa Valley if you're in California, maybe. But for her to say that she has another thing she said in that interview with Emma that is going to bite her in the ass is when she said, I turned down so much stuff for money. Like when she goes, do you do things for money? And she goes, I have turned down so much stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then why are you going through the cheapest Cincinnati distributor you can find? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
She mentioned quality. She said, listen, we want to send out quality to our customers.
and that
we don't
too,
want to let them down.
Yeah.
She was
Too
lying
much.
through the whole thing. Okay.
Freaking
She was
liar,
lying
man.
through the whole thing. We all know that now. She's a big fat liar.
Yeah.
Harry is completely in the dark. They'll make her eat jam for 72 hours. You know what they should do? They should make her watch With Love Meghan for 72 hours.
Yeah.
See what that does to someone's psychological issues.
Yeah.
Because Nancy and I went on Dan Wooten about 45 minutes after we finished all episodes. And let me tell you, it was not easy.
It was
keeping it together.
Really difficult.
It was
you
very,
guys.
but we
Yeah,
managed.
We did it.
We managed.
We did it. Hey guys, we have some really good news. This is amazing news.
Disqualified.
I got a text message this morning from a good friend of mine, Isabella, who works or she runs Stacy Hope Rescue, and they are one of our favorite rescues. They transfer dogs out of high kill shelters all across the country. Well, get this, you guys are gonna die. They are trying to now actually have a sanctuary, because right now they just do foster stuff, and they raise the money to pull animals out of high kill shelters across the state. But they are now going to try to raise enough money to start a sanctuary of their own. You have no idea how exciting this is. She's thinking she's looking at places in California, or Oregon. Now, oh God, please
come to Oregon.
Come to Oregon. We will do everything we can to help you.
Okay, California too. We could go to California.
But listen,
and
to
anything
this.
on the West Coast.
Yeah, after saving hundreds of shelter dogs and spending over $10,000 a month, I know she does this. Trust me, on boarding and transport, we're finally ready to take the next step. Guys, let's help them do this. Let's help them get to their goal. They need to raise $700,000. I know we can do this, and I know everyone else can. My main thing is, if you don't have anything to give, that's fine. I understand that, guys. I'm the same way. I'm asking everyone to maybe get the link and share it. I put the link in the description box below. Please share it with friends and family. Tell them the amazing work that Stacy Hope Rescue is doing. We're going to keep featuring this for as long as we can, because it just started, but I really do believe in them, and I believe in this cause, and I really want to help these guys out. Yeah.
And guys, another thing, you guys, when you buy my book, of course, this goes to Stacy Hope. All the profits that we make off my book on Amazon.com right now go to places like Stacy Hope. So I want to thank everybody. Nancy wants to thank everyone who has been purchasing my children's book. It's a delightful little tale. Again, you can go to Amazon.com and just type in my name or the actual title of the book, My Really Special Super Terrific Dog. And that is how we are sending this money to these people.
And you know what's just going to kill Meghan, because she's not really doing any charity or doing anything, and we can sit and talk about her for an hour, 2 hours,
and just send the money
to these shelters.
Send the money to the dogs.
It kills her. It kills her. It kills her. You know it kills her.
It kills her that my dad is such a great businessman that Nancy and I are allotted that in life where we can just do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so thank you, Dad, for being a smart businessman who actually gives back
not screwing over your customers,
giving back to the community, and making Picture Perfect one of the best photo finishing companies that ever was on the West Coast of America.
It's true.
It's true.
Look it up.
Look it up. The man was the president of the Photo Marketing Association. And let me tell you, Meghan, That's global. Is that global?
It's global.
It's global.
It's global.
Okay,
Yeah, look it up.
My dad would go to Australia, Germany, all over the world speaking
Thailand.
speaking engagements all over the world.
When was
That's
the last time
global.
you spoke in Singapore, Megan?
Yeah.
When was the last time? Because I don't think it was recently.
Yeah,
I know
all right.
that.
Well, guys, we're gonna do our Saturday Night Live tomorrow.
Pop
Thanks
culture.
everybody joining us for this impromptu live again.
There you
And
go.
of course, Squid Game is in 1 week. So if anybody wants to join me in watching the first season and second season, I'm going to be doing that again tonight. I'm going to be rewatching it. I actually go to sleep now with it on in the background so I can remember everything.
And don't worry, like if you don't want to, like I get the people that don't want to subscribe to Netflix, but you only have to subscribe, I believe, just this month.
Yeah.
For 30 days. Because all we're gonna do is binge it, and then you don't have to like sign up for the whole year. Don't do that, because I do not. As long as they give Meghan Markle a paycheck, please do not subscribe to Netflix.
Yeah, because
but if you want to watch Squid Game, you should.
Megan's show's coming out when?
In the she said the fall.
Yeah. See if
I
it
don't
comes out in the
know.
fall,
I
I
don't
will
know.
be canceling my subscription in the fall.
Yeah.
And just going off everything. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
What?
I'll just be going
Oh,
off
that's
the
wonderful.
clips
Thank you.
that I see online because I
Yeah.
can't watch that again. My brain will explode.
Oh, it's Jane. Who's Jane? Okay, before we leave, we have to find Jane.
who?
I guess she's another sugar.
Oh, who cares? You're
No.
gonna go into this and find
Well,
it.
everyone is telling me. Oh, here we go. Glad you both realize your
Your
pathetic
jokes.
joke.
There's hope.
We're a pathetic joke. Well, that's not very nice, Jane.
That's not a very nice
That's
thing
not
to
a very
say.
nice thing to come on here.
How dare you?
Wow, Jane.
Well, I mean,
we
we're in Squid Game gear.
It's a Friday night.
It's a Friday night.
We're not out right now. We're hanging out with you.
We're hanging out with
We're
you in our
our finest
Squid
Squid Game gear.
Okay.
And we're losers, pathetic losers.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't know
that's
pathetic
crazy.
losers
Wow,
were
last time I
into
checked-
Gong Yu movies.
I know. I didn't know
Korean cinema.
I didn't know pathetic losers liked K-drama.
I didn't know that pathetic losers.
I didn't know that. Oh, she's about to get something else new out of.
I didn't.
Is currently learning.
I didn't know that pathetic losers were trying to learn the Squid Game theme song on a recorder. I didn't know that pathetic losers play
Dachi.
Dachi. I didn't know that. But you know what, Jane?
I didn't know that pathetic.
I didn't know that pathetic losers send this as their Christmas card this year.
I didn't know that pathetic losers are practicing and failing miserably on how to play Gonchi.
Yeah. I guess
It's very
that's
hard.
a pathetic loser thing.
If you call that pathetic loser,
then we want Nancy. It's okay.
I don't want the dog to get hit.
If we're pathetic losers for
Then I
loving
guess
Squid Game,
we're
I guess
pathetic
we're
losers.
pathetic losers.
Yeah,
And we're going to go
But,
down in history as pathetic losers.
and I'm fine with that.
All right, guys. We love you so much. We'll see you tomorrow for the Saturday Night Live. And we're going to go walk the doggies right now before it rains again.
Yes.
All right. Love you so much.
Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Mwah. Love you.
Bye.